Hello, Aquarius. This is going to be your January to February 2020 reading. If you are new, welcome, and if you are an old friend stopping back in to say hello, thank you, and I hope you are starting off your new year in a peaceful and happy home. Guys, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Get that air energy in. And there's a lot of clearing out or melding of the new. Exciting, exciting times. Exciting. So let's see, my Aquarian friends, how we are making out here. Beginning for you guys. Oh. Do you guys love it when we do that? Oh, we just react, and then you, before we give the reading, you're trying to look, what were we looking at? I did this for, I know you guys are looking at this. I know you are. I know you're looking at this. Look at these 3, 4 cards. So let me do what I do. Aquarius. Some things happening. I think some of you are feeling a little drained. Your resources are feeling a little drained. Got some walls up. You might not necessarily feel like you're strength is what it should be. Really feeling torn about some things. Some of you spent last year really focused on career and really staying sharp. I mean, laser focused. You were not letting anybody else get that promotion. You weren't letting anybody else get in there. You really had people eating out of the palm of your hand, and that was it. That was you. You were on. However, you were aware that in order to do that, you had to sacrifice something. You're doing school. You take it on a whole bunch of classes. You didn't have a social life. You focused on career. You had to neglect your relationship a little bit. You know, and the divine was a little bummed. Now some of you may be thinking, was that worth it? I really barreled in there. Also for some of you, maybe the way you handled these situations was not that clean and easy. Maybe there was some, maybe you were flirting with other people. I don't know, something. Trying to take on a lot more challenges than you were able, and maybe you left a few behind, and you were pissed. You were pissed. I mean, you wanted it all. You wanted the whole thing, and you weren't really stopping to think about the damage it was leaving in its path. You had your eye on something, and you were just getting in there. And I think that left some people in some really hard places. I don't think this applies to you so much in the way that you had a tower moment, but I think perhaps by accident you were creating these moments for other people. I think there were some people that were invested in you, maybe romantically or in terms of business, and you may have made promises with good intention to keep them, and when you didn't come through, it created a lot of upheaval. So as you're moving toward this goal, eyes on the prize, whether it was, I mean, it could have been, I don't see anything yet about romance, so just a bit over here, but I think for some of you, these were other things. So as you're barreling forward, towards this one thing, and maybe on the side, yes, I'll give you a yes, and then you didn't come through. I think this created a lot of problems. I think you were hearing a lot of, I don't want to say bitching, but you were hearing a lot of arguing from other people on either side of you about how you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and for you at the time, that was a headache. And you may not have been giving those conversations your full attention because you were just so laser focused. You felt like you were really building something for yourself. You were really honing your craft, and if you had a setback or a failure, you were so focused on correcting that and moving forward again that I think for some people, these could have been relationships where they were complaining, you're working too much, you're gone too much, what are you doing? And you just were not present or able to listen to these people. You may have slowed down a little bit for a time and tried to sort of make these wrongs right, but in the end, it didn't work out that way. It was sort of DOA. And I think there definitely was a split somewhere. Again, this could have been business, it could have been elsewhere, but these people were really, really pissed. They felt like you had really put them in a bad spot. To be honest, Aquarius, what I see is you may be feeling so confident that you can get back in there still and repair these things, but I think in the back of your mind, you can't. I think you're split. I think somehow you've gotten your hands on some information, maybe through social media, that these people were not able to recover or that they weren't doing as well, and so this gives you even more confidence. Even though you're burning the candle at both ends, it gives you this feeling of, listen, there's nobody better than I am, and I think I can go in there and charm my way through this. But in the back of your mind, I think this person is out of there emotionally. Here you are, here they are, and this is, they're out of there. They feel like they gave you too many opportunities. Yeah, I think they've moved on. They've passed their judgment about the situation. You may be able to salvage some middle ground. But I think you would have to approach them with some kind of an olive branch, and really be on their level, meaning you can't go in there with a sense that you're grand, and you have to really be humble. So this is talking to me about being humble and offering them something as a show of respect. An apology. They will return this, but you have to understand that this person was really, really hurt. They were really hurt. Some kind of gesture of goodwill. It can't just be a sloppy text saying, hey, listen, I heard this happened, or I see, I happen to be on so-and-so's Instagram, and, you look kind of sad, so that's cool. You really have to come in there with... Don't invite them over for a night. Don't do that either. Because to them, this looks like you haven't learned anything and you're still in your own world. If you want to start over with this person on a good foot, you really should either wait until it's sincere, or just don't do it. I also wouldn't think about 100 ways that you can make it up to them, maybe with material things. I think what's going to strike a chord with them is real, sincere remorse for having hurt them. If you're not interested, if you're on the fence, maybe now is not the time. Maybe now is just not the time to approach this person. Maybe wait, give them some more space. You might put it out there that you're interested in talking, you're interested in reconciling, but if you can't really put your whole heart into this, you're only going to injure them again, and then it will be to the point where you will never be able to retrieve this relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is. So Aquarius, I wish you luck with whatever you're after. Just remember to be gentle on the way, because whoever you see on the way up, you will see them again on the way back down. So, as always, thanks for stopping by.